For the semi-final here of the XiaoY Cup, 300 bucks on the line. We have FoCuS versus PCG. Both players made it to the WGL last winter. PCG created kind of a scandal there in his game against Infi, but hopefully today he will play the normal way of Undead. We start on Concealed Hills, FoCuS in the red, PCG in the blue. Let's go!
PCG here in the top right is actually opting for a bit of an unconventional opening with the ghouls here being played. No Tet Fiend build order, no Fast Fiend build order, and FoCuS in the bottom left is going for Farseer. FoCuS has been especially fond of the Farseer in the matchup against Human lately, also against Undead every now and then. And here we see him once more, as this map is not too great for Blade Master, hard to stack him up and so on. That is where we'll oftentimes see the Farseer. And I'd like to take a minute here to appreciate this. What we're seeing, just the openings here, this was unheard of just mere months ago. It was always Fiends versus Blade Master, Fiends versus Blade Master, always, always, always. And this is what the new patch brought, you know, more diversity, more possibility for different openings and different strategies. And that's what we see here.
There is a 6th Acolyte coming, Remo.
Oh,
with
wow.
A couple of
I recently
ghouls.
learned that you can actually creep the natural here with 3 ghouls only. I didn't know that for a long time.
How is that going to work? Well, we will see right now. FoCuS is not rushing over immediately, not expecting this immediately. So he can do this uncontested for now. Let's see if PCG does this perfectly. 1 ghoul. Ooh, he could use cannibalism now.
Oh my god, that's really close here. The creeping isn't really perfect. You're supposed to tank more damage with the skeletons, perhaps even the DK. So this is costing a lot of coins. In fact, all of the mana for the DK. But the ghouls are still alive. If this is immediately harassed, this is a disaster. Yeah. But it's so unconventional. This never really is done by anyone. That this is going completely unscouted as the Farseer continues creeping from one, what's it called? Spider crab to the next. Which looks like a weird creep route, right? He goes to the bottom, the center left of the map, over to the center right of the map. Yeah. Essentially taking forever to get level 2. He hits it now, but not even any wolves were used for scouting. This, Farseer opening, I feel like I've seen more effective openings recently from FoCuS, but now he's gonna know what's up. He sees, you're not teching, the ghouls are hurt. This is pretty weird.
Indeed. On the other side, PCG killed the item that he found at the natural. That's a big downer. What? Yeah.
What? Why?
He destroyed it. I don't know. Maybe a misclick or something. Must have been a misclick. I think he attacked it with all the melee units at the same time. Like, attack move instead of right click, and boom, item gone. So he's only down with the slippers.
Oh my god.
Chain lightning.
That's the nerfs. That's the nerfs.
Most likely, right? So FoCuS sees this now. Regarding his opening, I mean, if he finds 1 tome of experience at the 2 crab spots, it looks way better for him than he is like 2.5 already. But the way this worked out, not too great. Frostmourne is chasing him now. With the Unholy Aura, of course. That's some easy right clicks here. He is doing a decent micro with the Acolytes as well. With the Nerubian Tower up now, it's fairly easy to do. And didn't lose any economy just yet, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope. Aka is coming from the main now. PCG has to go for towers though, right? It's obvious that the Orc tech was pretty fast, and the danger on tier 2 can always be Windriders, which is exactly what we're going to be seeing. Most likely, it is a double bestiary. We have the Shadowhunter coming in, and with Windriders, there's great promise to do a lot of damage as there's no anti-air at all. Surround here on both sides, as it seems. The DK is stuck there against the corner. The Farseer can't get out either, wants to force the TP though, and doesn't want to have to use it himself.
Oh, double TP actually. Can he get out with a grunt kill? Doesn't seem like it. The game of chicken was a draw.
Yeah, that was actually not necessary. The Farseer squeezed out of that surround, but FoCuS was a little too worried and popped that TP. Didn't really need to, but at least he got to the main immediately and can heal salve up right away as he joins up with a Shadowhunter, excuse me, as well. The bestiaries are done, and it's Windrider time, but not too much gold just yet, so only 1 Windrider. So for the masses, it's still gonna be a while, and the name of the game is towers. The only way you can hold on against these Windriders is towers, but the DK shows himself, walks into the Hex, and gets executed with a Chain Lightning. Oh man, that was really unfortunate. He just wanted to go to the fountain to heal up.
And the experience for this ogre goes into oblivion. Now the siege begins. We have a big donation coming in by Daniel. 50 euros. Weekend save. Greetings from the Creepjack crew. Glad you found your way from Rocket Beans to the Back to Warcraft channel as well, my man. And yeah, this contribution helps a lot. Also, a lot of subs that we will thank in the middle of these games. Because there's so much action going on, we have basically no time.
If the Farseer here does get surrounded, he might actually die. Remember, the TP is gone. He was surrounded, but Chain Lightning, FoCuS, these ghouls can't hold us around, man. Might even be Chain Lightning too, which I believe you would be a fan of.
It is, actually.
GG.
And that's the GG. Whew. That didn't work out as planned. It was an interesting start, but even though FoCuS could have destroyed him a lot earlier, he saw it, he adapted, and he succeeded.
Yeah, this is like the first time, possibly ever, I see fast expansion against Orc. Well, Wind Riders are a problem, as we saw right there. The only answer to that can be Spirit Towers. There's nothing else you can have up in time. And you need an earlier graveyard, you need earlier, well, towers, basically. That build, I understand it, you know, go for a bit of a curveball. It's very likely that you can only try to cheese a win out against FoCuS. But that build didn't seem very refined, if you ask me.
Good point by Chet here, by the way. He destroyed the item, so the opponent doesn't know that he crept the natural.
Oh, wow.
Chet, so smart. Yeah, me neither. It's a little early. Let's get we need some time.
Really smart.
Yeah, but didn't help him in the end.
But I mean, if you're the Orc and you see him on level 2, then you still wonder, wait a minute, why do we only have one item? What happened with the second
that's true,
item?
right? I mean, it doesn't really do too much.
Maybe it was a ring and he sold the ring, but...
No, he didn't sell... okay, yeah.
No, but that could be
if he finds a ring, yeah. But yeah, he sees the level, so it's not that smart. On first view, it's pretty smart. On second view, not so much. A 100 euro donation coming in. Knubbelquakes is back. And once again, we are so grateful to have you in our Back to Warcraft community. Sunday, Back to Warcraft, Undead Fast Expo. Loving it. Oh, man. What a start.
Thank you so much.
What a start.
Thank you so much, dude.
And so many supporters here coming in with subs. We have... Where did we end up yesterday? RIP 4011, Lucas 3K, Grody, 2-1B Baker Street, or 2-1 Baker Street, shout out to Mr. Holmes. Nonos, Alice Matteo, Jenny Prenzelberg is back. We missed you yesterday, buddy, with a 30-month resub. Finally back to Warcraft again, finally hung over again, life is good. Typical. Bisha for the 11-month resub. Warcry! Korak 5 with a 19-month resub, and Samu Witcher with the Prime sub as well. And Herr Wusel is coming in as well.
God, guys!
God!
Jesus, what's going on?
200 euros in total, 50 euros by Herr Wusel. You guys are fucking madman today.
Thank you guys so much. That's insane. That's actually insane. Thank you guys.
Whoa, we're off for a good start. And we have a lot more content here today, as we have 2 tournaments and not only 1. Echo Isles it is. PCG unfortunately opting for the dark green, so I will do what all of you guys hate and disable the terrain so we can see the dark green movement on the minimap a little better.
But wait a minute, Neo. Why don't you just turn on ally colors?
Back to Warcraft bingo. Ding! Ticked. Yeah.
Different openings here this time around.
Wait. Some people might not know this. You can turn on allied colors in observer mode. So this is why I'm not.
Why didn't you troll him? Why didn't you let chat like?
I'm not in trolling mood today. I'm in like awesome, wholesome mood today.
Well, as I was about to point out, we have different openings here. This time around, no ghoul opening, so very unlikely to see a fast expansion now from PCG. It's a DK Fiend opening, which is pretty much the norm nowadays. I was really interested. Perhaps FoCuS is as much of a Farseer fan nowadays that even on Echo Isles he would opt for that hero instead of the Blade Master, but that is not the case. It is the Blade Master again, and who can blame him on this map here, which is one of the best in the pool that we have for that hero.
And why is that, Remo? I can tell you, there's 10 claws on this map, and Blade Master is really good in controlling the shop, and as we all know, on Echo Isles, shop control is very important. This time, it's a Fiend build. This time, it's no fast expansion, no Dreadlord or whatever. But this is kind of interesting. We talked about this yesterday, how many Farseers we see in this matchup recently. And there's a patch coming up. It's already on the PTR, where Cripple is becoming a thing. And the Blade Master will be disabled even more. So, in the future, is Farseer the #1 pick undisputed against Undead?
I actually think the Blade Master's gonna have a strong comeback. Well, perhaps not comeback, but I think he's gonna reclaim the throne, rather. Because the crit change is being reverted. It's gonna be the full crits again with a full bonus damage. And that is sick on a level 5 Blade Master with an upgraded Kodo. That's amazing damage. Yes, you can cripple him. But, I don't know, that spell first has to be proven to be good. It's 85 mana still, which is a lot of mana. And, I don't know. I think the Blade Master is gonna... Blade Master fans are gonna rejoice, I think.
Okay. Of course, there's a little nerf to Windwalk as well. We'll see how that will pan out. FoCuS is doing what FoCuS does best, creeping with the Blade Master alone. Already has a circlet, already has a claw. So he bought one, right? From the marketplace and got to scroll the beast here too.
Is he gonna buy the next claw? He was thinking about it, but he's like, nah.
He sold
maybe I
the
should...
scroll, so he had the money.
DK went with skeleton creeping only up to level 2 from green camp to natural. Not exactly ideal creeping. He took a lot of damage from that camp.
Yep. I thought for a second that he's doing this WFZ or special Remo creep route thing with the shop because he had so many skeletons very early on. But he didn't, and now he's scouted by this Blade Master. And so much damage on him, man. Oh, Coil sees it. Oh, the claws goes to FoCuS, though. So plus 14 already.
There's no Narrow in the main. Did FoCuS scout this before? Oh, nice block with the Acolyte. Actually, stops the Blade Master in his tracks. There's one more. Oh, he coils the Acolyte to keep it closed. There's only one more Windwalk, so he's not gonna get this kill. Oh, is he really that greedy? No, you can't do this. Trying to get an Acolyte, perhaps? Actually gets it. Okay. But we'll have to back it up now. Out of mana and low HP. Pretty unconventional to see FoCuS use so much Windwalk. Normally, he's always really good at retaining his mana and being basically full mana upon hitting tier 2 and level 3, and then he can roam for all eternity. But I guess... Why did he use so much mana? He used 1 or 2 Windwalks for the Ogre Magi? No. Because that mana does matter, by the way. For the stalking capabilities on tier 2, as now the Shadowhunter are coming, and the Lich.
Finding level 2.5 for the DK. Close to level 3, but the Blade Master and the Grunts can easily creep the 6 o'clock position, the second unique spot on the map. Shadowhunter is coming, tier 3 coming early, Beastery on the way. Like, FoCuS is not struggling at all with this game. So far, everything goes according to plan. Is there a push coming for PCG with like skeletons or something? A few fiends, old school against burrows? No, it's just going for the experience before the Lich pops out to have level 3 before that.
Thank you very much. Parayon with the 10 months, Korugan with the 3 months, and Happy Nightmare first month. Thank you guys all so much for the sub. Blade Master is almost level 3, but not quite yet. Looks like the Shadowhunter might be going for the Magic Triangle, if you want to call it that. Natural plus Mercamp plus Murlocs, that's exactly level 3, which is amazing for any second hero that can creep it. And the Shadowhunter with the Grunts, perhaps even Merc support or Raiders should be able to do this. And yeah, ideally, Blade Master would love to be level 3 right now, but he's not there. He's looking for the Undead at the Mercamp, the PCG in the middle. Took like forever to creep this marketplace, right?
Yeah.
And didn't even get an item for it.
True, because it was gone, already cracked by the Blade Master, who is stealing more and more of PCG's side of the map. Easy to do against these Murlocs, attacked by everything, but, you know, 5.6 armor is pretty damn good. He got the tome only, got confused with the Murlocs there, I guess.
I can understand that. To this day, I don't know which one carries the item.
They look so alike.
Oh, there's an opening into the main! No,
oh, no.
That's a beginner mistake. Oh, no.
During the tech, really.
Nowadays, you're so not used to this happening anymore. Because, well, nobody does it anymore, really, because nobody expects it there to be an opening. But FoCuS, just by virtue of not being able to find his opponent, just goes to the main, looking for what is available there, and actually gets 2 Acolyte kills during tech, which is gonna be so expensive.
This, well, the Lich's not really leveled yet, only level 1.5. FoCuS finds him here. Super greedy positioning by PCG. Denies the creep with a lightning shield, so he doesn't even get that. Hex on the blade now, on the DK. And can he get the last one with the shadow? Would almost be level 3. Coil is gone. Blade Master comes in. I think he denied the experience from the DK, but the Undead got it in the end. Now Town Portal out. Is there a crit? Oh, backstab!
Oh!
Hex, he's down! Oh no! GG! Disaster strikes PCG again. The Undead got pummeled in the semi-final, and FoCuS continues to impress. 0 map losses, and he's in the grand final.
Well, I did expect this to be a bit of a mismatch, but that was much more one-sided than I thought. And yeah.
FoCuS also, like, no mercy. He's not playing with him or anything. It's just, alright, well, if I have to beat you, then as fast as possible. And that's exactly what he did there. Great showing by the Korean once again.
Yeah. Pretty much flawless by FoCuS, close to it anyways. And yeah, the much better player there, obviously. He's in the final now, and his opponent is going to be a Night Elf from China. Who's it going to be, though? 14 Sway or Life? That's going to be our decision for the next match.
Indeed. We go into a little break to save our breath for this long and awesome day of Warcraft that we have ahead of us. So stay tuned, grab some snacks or maybe lunch, whatever, and don't go anywhere.